is a competitive set with a lot of history.
A lot of history. Like I said, I don't think either player likes the matchup. I know Streakz hates this matchup.
Yep.
But either way, I do want to see what they can both do in this set. It's going to be a long set, a lot of emotion as well. Two of UK's best players just under the top going at it.
This is going to be loud, all right, so let's see what we can do, as already we are just seeing a little bit of footsie right there. This is the thing, obviously, Sam, the SBF, they can chill out, they can play slow, but Streakz can turn up the heat so quickly, just in a snap, that it makes it very difficult. You have to be so aware and ready for things to go from 0 to 100, but that's what makes the mark of a good player, all right? Someone who can just work off muscle and instinct alone.
For sure. And one thing I've always wondered is, you know, people like to say, or not even people, me in general, I always wondered, what does Wario have over Fox? You know, why is it seen as a bad matchup for Fox? And I've realized it's the offstage game. You know, one down tilt to push you off stage, and it's curtains. It could be curtains. The recovery's getting mixed up by the down airs, the waft included. You know, Fox is light. He will die to these waft combos very early percent, you know, and especially with a heavy character like SBF, he's going to be playing lame, especially the playstyle. It's going to be so hard to get a clean hit on him.
Yeah, we're going to see, once again, we saw this the last time. We saw this when Curry, we saw this in the Curry set as well, that, you know, Gluto likes to just sort of drift just underneath the set and then make his way back up, because it's so hard for Fox to actually punish that if you just drift yourself a bit using that busted air drift of Wario. So off stage-wise, that's where things get difficult. But Streakz does not need to get you in the air, all right? He needs to pin you down and send you skyward.
Yeah, and there's some windows of time where Streakz just doesn't get hit at all. But you're taking supreme amount of damage, and just like you saw there, one there to kind of even beat the shield, even poke it, and just get the up smash. That confirmed going to be so lethal in this matchup.
Oh, I do tried to bait like an aggressive option there, forced Sam to overextend. Suddenly SBF is suffered, all right. Streakz keeping pushing it, all right. A little bit of a trade, that's quite all right, because Streakz is just quite comfortably in the lead right now.
Yeah, but of course, obviously, the lead's never really over with Wario. Has to wonder if you get on the same stock, it doesn't percent really matter. You asked that earlier. But how does he find this first stock? Streakz not doing a good job of just not keeping too much in SBF's face unless he gets that big punish.
That's the stuff. The tilt not going to come through. Waft is charging, however, as just retreating to that bike, keeping it safe. Oh, almost caught the nair with the bike as well, but luckily that hitbox likes to linger.
No bike as well, no bike, no jump. Had no resources left to kind of recover. Really good lead for Streakz. I was going to say, it was kind of interesting to be at that percent, you know, where you're a stock up, but you're at death percent. One kill and then one waft, and it's even.
Yeah, it certainly is. There's the down tilt into dash. There's the try and test. And now it's looking pretty rough for SBF, but it is doable, all right? You see those two little Fox icons right there. Well, he is simply a down B away from that turning into one.
Of course, and this is where the matchup kind of differs in people's opinions. You know, how does Fox kind of respond to the waft kill? How does he put up the percentage? He's been doing a really good job of showing it so far, but you're going to expect it at some point.
Oh, yeah, you have got to, all right. Forced up into the air, a couple of up airs right now. Good stuff from Streakz. Oh, doesn't quite make it.
And the win condition is out the window.
It is completely gone. Now Streakz has got to be feeling himself, got to be pretty happy with that one. Obviously, if circumstances do play out perfectly, can maybe find a kill with a half waft as well. But at that point, I'm sure you could use other tools, all right, as SBF just trying to find a way in. A couple of lasers coming out. Obviously, Streakz now knows that SBF wants to slow it down and is more than willing to adapt.
Okay.
Oh, look at that little walk right there.
Fair's off on the shield, though. The up smash just going to whiff.
Ball's gone out. Good stuff as the down air comes through.
Tries to bite, eats the kick instead, and all off the back air. But the first one, everyone already knows it's never going to kill the first time. But the up air will always kill the first time. Catches him off the top.
Fantastic stuff. That was great from Streakz. That looked so decisive.
Yeah, I think that was really dominant first game. I feel like SBF missed a couple of things. You know, the waft confirm, the recovery, not getting the right resources that he wanted. Streakz completely took advantage of that. And what a really good way to start it. You know, you want to win the first game, show the momentum, you know, losers around 5, man, they're deep in bracket right now. Have to show that, that resolution. How do you stay in the game, like we talked about with Pelly Gluto? Consistency, mental stamina. How do you stay in the set?
Let's find out. Let's find out as we head on back to PS2 right now. More than happy for the run back, all right. Going to see what SBF wants to change up, what he wants to switch up. Obviously, that waft was just a little bit too overambitious right there. Maybe if we get a swap, maybe if we get just a little bit of a mix-up on how it was used, that game goes a little bit differently. But unfortunately, Streakz just cleaning house right now. Forced off stage right there. The up tilt not going to connect, and this is going to be an opening for SBF. Still able to escape.
Yeah, now you see SBF throwing out a lot more aerials this time. In the first game, he was kind of grounded, and he was kind of losing these trades. In the air with that air mobility, he's able to kind of bait Streakz in, win these air-to-airs with the nairs, the fairs, and kind of keep Streakz guessing. But either way, when you're on the ground, like I said, it's curtains for Wario. Look at the damage.
My goodness, as a very aggressive up special coming out, but we just can't get Streakz off stage, can we?
Can't at all, and that's what I talked about. When you get that Fox off stage, you can hunt him real easy, but the matter is, how do you do it? How do you do it so consistently? SBF doesn't have the answer. Nobody does at the moment. Streakz doing a good job of just staying in the center and commanding stage control.
That's the stuff. Oh, trying to threaten a tech option, but instead just resets once again. SBF taking it nice and chill right now, just trying to find a catch with a nair. Unfortunately, just doesn't expect the burst options coming out from Streakz. Even the sour up smash is still a fantastic option as a little tigger with the laser just to keep it going right now. Caught off the bike.
Kicking off the bike so rude, bro. Just off the street, get off there, get back to work. He says, you have to find another way. And again, fighting his way back on stage. Very aggressive way to go. Come back to the ledge. Just want to give him an inch, but
let's find out.
Very unsafe get-up attack.
Oh, that could have been a punish right now, but I just think that SBF must have expected the actual ledge grab.
Love the read, love the wait. Streakz so patient right now.
This is the patience you were talking about when we were saying why Streakz was just a little bit different, all right? More than happy to slow it down, and that is so jarring for SBF to have to deal with this tempo mix-up, this switch. He can go from 0 to 100, but he can also go from 100 to 0. That's what makes him scary.
Tries to get the trade with the up B, doesn't find it. Streakz, again, missing by the skin of his teeth. Just in it, as still with 3 stocks, the back air, the first hit, not the best DI, probably caught him off by surprise, but again, Streakz up 3 stocks to 1.
Yep, very, very dangerous right now. As a little bit of a string coming in, perfect mix-up. SBF just trying to find a way, and the waft is, of course, there, but he's not going to use it now. He needs to find this kill raw if he does want to claw his way back. There's the down air. There's the catch we're talking about. Finally, forced off stage and punished for it.
And it's the same position as the first game now. Now you're in 1-step deficit, have the waft on deck, but how do you find it? Already up 88% though, Nutroast, bro. It's not looking good for the second game.
Definitely
has to find some sort of win condition.
That bike is being used completely against him right now. Used it to recover. Didn't even really need it. There's the reflector coming out as well, just to force more pressure on. And now SBF is just playing against his own tools right now. Yeah. Good down air coming out as well. Streakz just playing with the spacing. Fantastic display.
And usually you talk about, with Wario, like he always finds these comebacks, right? But he's just never in a position where he's able to. Streakz is not giving him these down tilts, these landing up airs, these nairs. He's staying outside of that threat bubble that Wario's posing against him, and he gets in himself with that burst range Fox has, whether it's dash attack, whether it's the run-up tilt, the down tilt to kind of put him in the air. Anything, the grabs, and he's exploiting SBF's weaknesses so well this set.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's very good stuff. Just no windows of opportunity that SBF can garner. And now, you said it yourself, all right, the Wario comebacks, they are a factor. If Streakz is showing no signs of weakness, if Streakz is showing no windows, how are you going to find 3 of them?
And usually it's always been like a game 5 apart from that 1-3-0 invasion. So the next invasion we have now might be a 3-0 in the other favor. Who knows?
Let's find out. Would be a very interesting way to end it. All right, would clearly show just the difference and the power that Streakz has overcome and practiced with to get here. But we don't want to speak too soon. All right, SBF here on Kalos right now could bring it back as the dash comes through.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, there's a lot of things that SBF can be doing to punish it. Just like that big back air, going to put Fox off stage and just keep him vulnerable. Look at the damage. That's what I talked about. When he's off stage, when you can hunt the Fox so easily, but that trade with the up B, saving Streakz' first stock again. He doesn't die.
He just doesn't. He makes this character look so heavy as he is forced out. Let's see if we can find a kill right now. The down air just barely. I think he tried to fake it right there so he could catch a good get-up option.
Yeah.
But Streakz not falling for it, not willing to make plays under pressure.
Yeah, and just kind of air dodges away, doesn't even want to land on Wario and risk anything. Instead gets the nair up smash, the classic, and again, takes the lead, Nutroast.
It's a great opener right there as a raw tilt coming out. Things are looking even right now. It's 2 apiece, 0-0. Looks like SBF has found his footing.
Yeah, gonna have to find something, man, because at the moment, it hasn't been looking too good. Just needs to find his way into this game, though. I feel like he's getting more and more comfortable doing a lot of options again. Like I said, the aerial's coming more to play. Doing a lot of air-to-air to win these sets. When he's on the ground, it's just never good for him. Fox's frame there seems to be too good for SBF to compete with.
It's the problem. SBF can make an engagement, right? But Fox just has the frames to beat out any scrap scenario. It's FBF. If SBF does not go on with advantage, all right, forced him into the air. A couple of claps going out. There's the tilt. There's the waft. Sent out, but he's still living. My goodness. Streakz refuses to die.
That Kalos pick might be working in Streak's favor instead of SBF for the the blast zones. But either way, has a lead finally. This is where Streakz can kind of work on his game plan to kind of get back into the game. Seems to be SBF's world right now. How does Streakz respond? Gets one there.
Let's find out. Able to reset the situation. Streakz not quite liking it. Going to find a favor in the air, however. A couple of FAs coming through. All good drift from SBF as well as the back air comes through the big head, sending Streakz on out. And now SBF with the lead for the first time in what feels like a long time.
Yeah, the aerials are doing a lot of work, man. I told you, when he stays on the ground, he loses. When he's in the air, seems to be his way of playing.
That's the start back air coming out. Still living for now. Finally, Kalos returns the favor, keeping SBF alive as the get-up attack comes through. Any credit is nice, but the problem is it's just not enough as the Nairs come through. Great string coming out from SBF.
Yeah, that late hit of Nair saving his life for SBF, not finding any type of punish, getting a lot of good damage. 50% is decent. Has to find a little bit more. Still finding it. The one jab.
Oh, jab
into
check.
The grab. Okay, checks him.
I didn't even know Wario could do that. So he got forced out. There's the grab. A couple of pokes coming out. Going deep. I respect it, but unfortunately going to have to take that trade right there. This could be a stock. But SBF just keeping the pressure on, just catching all of Streakz' approaches as the slap comes through, and now SBF is on the board. 5
fingers to the face. I know Streakz ain't going to be too happy with that. And now, Nutrose, this is where the fear seeps in. You know, it's not down and out yet. It's 2-1. Could be very well seeing a 2-2. I believe against the set with Kendrick Olamar, SBF was indeed down 2-0, managed to claw his way back and actually won 3-2. He might be a similar situation against Streakz, maybe.
And we talked about this earlier. We talked about the history of these two players, all right? When Streakz took down SBF in a reverse 3-0, the first time I've ever seen Streakz pop off at anything. What if? What if it happened again?
What if, you know, I would not be surprised, man. I feel like these guys always go the distance. They're marathon runners for sure.
Certainly are.
But who has more gas in the tank left? We're going to see right now, though.
Well, let's find out. He's pretty agile for a fat man. I'll give him that as, once again, just trying to catch an aerial right there. The up air coming through. A good opener coming out from Streakz as already we've got SBF just suffering a bit. Forced on out a little bit of percentage. But things haven't quite sped up just yet. Yeah,
good opening gambit from Streakz. Just get that early lead to kind of set the pace, set the tone of the set. You know, has to work on the damage, but okay. SBF finding his way out with the upbeat, kind of saving his life to bail out.
Yeah, very rare position to be in where Streakz is just breathing down your shield.
Yeah.
Able to optimize it quite well. Good stuff, but probably not something that's going to happen too often. Good reaction, though, to make it happen. As just looking for an opening, there's the grab into the up air as well. How are we going to catch the landing? Not quite enough just yet.
Oh, once the bite, but I think he reversed it on accident. Just going to miss out on there. Streakz drifting away with the Nair on shield. Doesn't want to be caught in it. No unsafe landings here.
Certainly not. Going to see if we can use that bike. Obviously, picking it up does kind of just neuter Streakz for a little bit as we do munch on a wheel. All right, we're going to speed up that waft a little bit. Can we catch the tech? No.
Wanted to roll in. Doesn't find it. That up smash does reach quite high.
It's quite enough. Looking pretty even right now, but SBF staying fairly aerial at the moment. All right, doesn't actually get the fair. And luckily, we had that bike to make it back. As now it looks like SBF is going to have to just keep it on hand as the perfect parry, but it's not enough.
Again, I've been seeing him do a lot of S smashes recently. I don't know if they're missing puts or not. Seems to be missing a lot of them. Maybe the parry up smash could have worked that time. Gets the down air and the up smash, the tip toes of the up smash, just finding that kill.
Got them steel cap boots on lock, and now Streakz is in the lead. He's able to pick and choose his approaches as he pleases, but the grab out of the air comes through. Now, are we going to find a kill? Trying to make it back. Can we get the edge guard?
Love the
like
stall.
the Shine Strine. Oh, there it is.
It's not enough. Even with the stall, even with the fair, it doesn't matter. He's still off stage against Wario as Fox. Never a good option.
It's true. Once again, things are starting to look even. All right, SBF has awoken.
I love the stall again with the reflector. And look at the damage, the jab block. Reading all types of options, so I talked about the gameplay Streakz putting out. Look at the damage already.
Fantastic movement coming out from Streakz. Just so hard to just, you can't take a breather. I know it's a cliche to say he can't let him breathe, but my goodness, it's just asphyxiation out here.
That spot dodge nearly cost Streakz his whole stock with the fast falling up here. It doesn't matter. We're not raising the roof around here. We're raising the feet instead. Taking that stock. The game 4, 2 stocks to 1 in Streakz' lead. Again. Taking that lead again.
That's the stuff, and now it's all about getting that damage. We're starting to eclipse.
You
We're
can't
starting
land
to
on
it. You just can't. The parries are flying. The feet are fierce. And Streakz is furious.
Earlier on, when SBF won that game, he's finding a lot of these fast-falling fairs to start the combos. Now, Streakz is already adjusted, already one game ahead and parrying them. The consistency is crazy.
That's the stuff. This has to be a big comeback from SBF. Of course, he does have the wherewithal to bring it home. He's got to be careful. Can we find a kill right here? Nope. Good recovery coming out from Streakz. Just not able to push the advantage he needs. The game plan suffering, but a dash attack Raw is going to get it done. Good job recovering high as well.
I like that a lot. Doesn't even want to give him the option, even with the stalling. Goes low this time. Okay, goes mid. SBF waiting in shield, wants the up smash, doesn't find it though.
Oh, he's able to escape. He's actually going to get a smash right there. Perfectly calls out the jabs.
One up smash from the Nair, doesn't find it though. Wario, a heavy boy, still has Loft on deck. It's the last stand for SBF. Finds the stock, and this is where it matters now, Rose. Does he get that confirmed?
Let's find out. We have seen Wario's come back from the brink before. Can we see them do it again? As Streakz just needs one. Just needs an opening. Just needs a pure moment.
Bits on the other side, that Rose. And this is where Streakz can get it. Finds the up smash, and it's just in his favor.